Well, welcome back to the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. We had a storm of storms, or a good storm. It was a weather blast, or whatever you want to call it. It was just a few minutes, but it's knocked down trees all over this area. Now, I was thinking that I had survived. I was kind of joking with my friend, saying, yeah, I've cut down all of my trees so there's nothing to fall. But I spoke too soon. This is up on the upper part of my property. I didn't notice that there was a top down here until I come in this morning. Come up here and show you. There had been, that dead tree there, I knew I was going to have to bring down. But this tree here, it's a white oak. Actually, this might be a red oak. Looks like a red oak. It split off about 40 feet up. You can see, and it was weakened there where something had kind of knocked, or could see where it had been weakened over time. But yeah, I think it's a red oak by the looks of it. So I'll be able to get 2 or 3 logs out of that. Have to be careful, like I said, because that windfall over there is leaning up against the trees. But that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning of my problems. That one I can get at. This is really steep terrain up in here. Got a few more pine trees that I need to bring down. But before I do that, give me a second here. It's my line right there. You can see the flag. So just across my line up here, it's my neighbor's property. They never come up here. I walked up here to see what was going on. And that's when I noticed, you can see there's trees leaning over in there. This was taking down trees, big trees. I don't know how fast or the winds were, but as you can see, there's one there. There's a big one over there. These are all laying down over a side hill, so it's really hard to get at them. And now there's 2 more down here. Now, again, these are not on my property, but you look at what that did to that tree. That's a strong wind to snap those trees like that. That one, the next one down there, pulled up the root ball. Again, my property line, it starts right there. So this is just about 50, 75 feet over my property line. You could see it laid them right down, pulled the root ball and everything up of that tree down there. So I was thinking, well, it's just that one tree that I've got to deal with. I can pull that down, chop it up for firewood, and then use the rest of it and mill it out. Well, that is the least of my worries right now, seeing how I have more damage than what I anticipated. My friend over He's the one that got me looking, because on his property he had 3, well goodness, 4 or 5 he said come down. One almost took out his truck, took out his carport, corner of his carport, and took out, which he had his truck in. So that wasn't good. Of course, my concern is I'm coming down onto my property here. Some of these trees right around my baby barn, I had planned on taking this one down and that one there. But I mean, there's some massive trees here yet. I was hoping that they wouldn't create me problems, but that's the joys of living in the woods, right? So we'll come over here, and this is when I started noticing something's not quite right over here. So this is down on my property now. My mill is right up in behind my firewood here. But here is one. Now that's not a huge tree, but it's, 12, 14 inches on the butt. It'll make some good lumber for decking for my front deck, but that one's laying right in that other tree. But it pulled that root ball up. That's 2 feet by 8 feet. Just started laying it right over. Then this one here broke right off. This is a white oak. You could see it there was obviously some rot in that tree, because all the root just snapped right off, laid down. These two I can get at once I start planing my lumber, but this one's a, 50, probably 20 inches. Laid it right down onto my neighbor's property. My line runs right across there, you can see. So it's just down in on, about half it is on my neighbor's property. The joys, the absolute joys of still got some big pines down in here that I need to bring down. Some of them have been pretty hard to get down because where they want to fall. Anyway, so I'm thinking, because those 2 trees, that one that's leaning is down in there. I'd planned on taking these 3 down because they're right at the corner of the garage. But once I get this pile of lumber out and that small pile of lumber, and get some of this stuff moved out of the way, should be able to get into it, pull them out. But anyway, I did not survive unscathed that storm that I was showing you in that last video. Just fortunate nothing landed on anything that is of value. But of course we haven't started building the house yet, and that's why I do not like big trees around the house. Anyway, appreciate you joining me. Till next time, as always, if you please would like and subscribe, make a comment, I'll comment back, and as always, you have a great day.